How exciting. Joining us now is one of the stars of Martin Scorsese Presents The Saints, Desmond Eastwood. Desmond, thanks for joining us.
So good to be here.
Yeah,
thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming in studio with us. Listen, I watched this, and the question I want to ask you is, and I know there's probably a lot, but briefly, what can an American audience or even a non-Catholic audience learn about St. Patrick in watching this episode?
Yeah, well, I think the great story about St. Patrick and how universal it is ultimately, it's courage in the face of adversity and hardship, and seeing him, come from such pain and struggle and strife and turning that into something really positive, which I think, everyone can take a leaf out of that book for sure.
I love it. First of all, welcome to New York City. We heard that this is your first trip to New York City, and you said that you loved it. So
yeah, I'm having a great time. So good to be here. An incredible, incredible place, and the people are wonderful.
We're so happy to hear you say that. And those of us who don't live in New York City permanently are a little perplexed by that, but we're happy that you're having a good time. You got to go to
Maybe
Tennessee
because
or
I'm
Georgia.
Irish, everyone
Yes.
just likes the Irish, right?
You got to go to the South. But
Okay.
all that aside,
Yeah.
this is also shot so beautifully. Just watching this trailer, what is it like working with such a legendary director and that vision? Because it's pretty beautiful to not only see the message, but these scenes are just gorgeous cinematography.
Yeah, it was extraordinary. There's so many talented people involved in this project right down the line. And, on a personal note, I was very lucky that our episode got to shoot in Ireland, which, is quite unique throughout the series, obviously. But, Ireland is certainly one of the most beautiful countries on earth. So we were very lucky, and you really see that in the episode and the images, I think, yeah.
What did you learn about St. Patrick that you didn't know before you started making this film? What's something that our viewers might not know about St. Patrick that's really interesting?
Well, good question, and I'm actually ashamed to admit I did not know that Patrick was indeed not born in Ireland.
Yeah.
I think it's very easy to assume that he's born in Ireland.
So he
I
didn't
did
speak
not
like
know
you.
that. No, he didn't. Yeah. And he did not rid the snakes out of Ireland, which is more of sort of an abstract idea in terms of like ridding sin from the country. So yeah, there's a couple of things that a lot of people might not know.
That's something you might not know. You talked a little bit about why he's meaningful, but when you're preparing, how do you prepare? How do you get in character?
Yeah, good question. I'm a bit of a nature freak. I really like my outdoors, which, so I spent a lot of time up in the mountains and the forest just trying to, think about Patrick and the kind of situation that he found himself in. But I think it was through his isolation in nature, which actually really, that was the moment for him where he, really found a connection with God and solace in nature and, a relationship with a higher power. So that was important for me.
Well, you're certainly a talented actor. I want to show the audience a clip here. This is St. Patrick coming to serve God, and I want you to just get your reaction on the other side.
I see that we have no choice other than to give all of ourselves to God, which means to give all of ourselves to those most in need. And how will I begin? Will I bring food to the people, or will I take care of the sick?
You will begin serving God right now by sweeping the floor.
I mean, how humble. I mean, when you know the story, humility is woven into it anyway. I mean, to go back to a place that kidnaps you and to serve, those people. And but just, how humbling is it to shoot a scene like that?
Yeah, it's incredible. It was there's so many moments in Patrick's life that are such like learning curves, and he had such a deep fire and desire to help others and share the word of God. But part of that journey to start off was to be more humble and, really look internally.
I have one last question because I think the audience wants to know. Have you run into Rosie O'Donnell at all in Ireland? I believe that she was located there.
I have not yet. I'm very excited. Hopefully the day will arrive.
Please send us a selfie.
Yeah.
We're glad that she's your problem now.
You've navigated a political talk show as well as anyone could who just wanted to come on and tell a story that they're telling in such a beautiful way. Thank you for bringing your talents to this project, and thanks for joining us tonight.
Oh, you're a legend, man. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you.
Desmond Eastwood.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.